Welcome back, and today I'm going to be going over the best games releasing on the Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 in December 2025, and it's looking pretty stacked. We've got massive AAA releases, weird little indies, nostalgic remasters, and even penguins fistfighting in the snow. So today we're checking out 21 games all coming to the Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 this December, in release order too, so you know exactly what's landing when. So with that said, grab a brew, free up the backlog, and let's kick things off with a little football management goodness. Starting things off with Football Manager Touch 2026. Now this is technically slated to release on December 4th, but it has been pretty radio silent, and with how badly the full game was received on Steam, this may be getting delayed, or just pushed to the side. So I thought I would quickly mention it on the off chance it does actually drop. But with the full version already having skipped a year, and the new engine and game direction already being heavily criticised, I wouldn't hold my breath on this one. But kicking off the month strong, and December 1st brings us Marvel Cosmic Invasion, a pixel art side-scrolling beat-em-up bursting with tag team energy. You choose two heroes from a roster of 15, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Storm, Captain America, Venom, Iron Man and more, and swap between them mid-combo to dish out huge damage. The game shines in co-op, both local and online, where up to 4 players can team up to smash their way through enemies and cosmic bosses. The cosmic swap mechanic gives each hero pairing unique synergy, so messing with combos is half the fun. With detailed pixel art and a fast arcade feel, this is a sweet opener to the month. It doesn't look like the most in-depth experience, but it definitely looks like it could be some good old-fashioned arcade fun. And also releasing on the 1st is Lost Pingheros, a pure party chaos game. It's an 8-player brawler starring penguins in a snowy Mexican-themed world. Think goofy wrestling moves, sliding tackles, destructible props, and power-ups that totally flip matches on their heads. With modes like Carnival Cup and Snowball School, it's perfect for quick holiday gatherings, silly, loud, super easy to pick up. It looks a bit daft, but it's pretty cheap, and it'll probably be a good time. I think this is currently £8 on the eShop, so yeah, give it a go. And next up is a AAA release not many were expecting. On December 2nd, Assassin's Creed Shadows comes to the Nintendo Switch 2, bringing feudal Japan to our handhelds. You switch between Nao, a stealthy shinobi with quiet takedowns and rooftop agility, and Yasuke, a heavy-hitting samurai who prefers solving problems with a giant blade. The world is vertical and dense with hidden paths, fortresses and villages. The Switch 2 gets touchscreen menus, cross-progression, and new parkour toggles that smooth out the free-running. If you've waited for Assassin's Creed to finally go full Japan, this one's packing a ton of style and stealth for portable play. But I am pretty skeptical about the performance on this one. Unfortunately, I feel like this is a game that's frame rate will be all over the place, and likely not even 30 FPS in a lot of cases. But here's to hoping I'm wrong. And another game that was supposed to release on December 2nd is Kato's Post Office. It's now been delayed until 2026. It still deserves a quick shout out. It's a cozy 1-hour story where you play as a little cat delivering mail around a tiny handcrafted town. You meow, knock stuff over, and interact with the other cats whilst exploring a cute birthday-themed narrative. It's short, calm, and super charming, so keep it bookmarked. But yeah, this one won't be releasing in 2025. Now moving on to December 3rd, Viewfinder releases, a mind-bending first-person puzzle game where photos, drawings, sketchings, and paintings become real objects in the world the moment you place them down. Need a bridge? Snap a picture of one, rotate it, drop it, and walk across it. Each hub world has its own aesthetic and puzzle vibe, and the story quietly explores themes of connection, memory, and perspective. It looks clever, creative, and surprisingly emotional. It looks perfect for any puzzle fans out there who love a narrative-driven story. On December 4th, we have Blood Refresh Supply. This revives the classic 90s FPS with cleaned up visuals, smooth performance, and all the expansions, plus a new scenario at launch. You play as Caleb, a vengeful gunslinger blasting cultists, zombies, and demons in dark, gritty levels full of secrets. The Switch version supports split screen, online multiplayer, and even mod support out of the box. Perfect for all of you Doom fans out there. Also releasing on the 4th is Old School Rally, which is bringing that late 90s arcade racing vibe to the Switch. Low poly visuals, drifty physics, 22 circuits and over 30 rally cars make it a quick, nostalgic pick up and play racer. Short races, global leaderboards and lots of retro charm. It looks like a great game and it has a demo available currently, but at £20 on release, it's probably a bit too much. December 4th also gives us one of my personal favourites of the month, Octopath Traveler 0, a full prequel to the HD 2D series. You play as a customisable protagonist, choosing your appearance, voice and abilities as you travel across Ostera. The combat still uses the classic break and boost system, rewarding strategy and timing. But now there's a big new town building feature where you rebuild your hometown and unlock quests, characters and upgrades by choosing what to construct. With over 30 recruitable companions, branching story arcs and better performance on the Switch 2, Octopath Traveler 0 is a huge December release for all RPG fans and any fans of general strategic adventures. This is currently on the eShop for $49.99 on both Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, so pick up whatever best suits your situation. And of course, the other huge release on December 4th is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, a game people have literally been waiting almost a decade for. Surprisingly, this game leans more into the open world, blending dense jungles, alien ruins, and secret-packed environments with classic Prime scanning, exploration and combat. Samus now has psychic abilities, letting her manipulate objects, control energy, and solve environmental puzzles in new ways. She also has a new high-speed bike, Viola, for fast traversal and combat boosts. In amongst all of the hype for this game, I have seen quite a bit of skepticism about how empty the world felt, but people have barely played it, so let's hold out hope. December 5th brings us Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny, a colourful action RPG starring SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, Leonardo, Timmy Turner and more. You explore tabletop-style fantasy worlds, smash enemies in real-time combat, and team up with up to 4 players locally. Tons of costumes, abilities, and upgrades keep things fun, and the Switch 2 enhances the resolution and effects. This looks like a pretty simple game, but it could be a great family-friendly pickup with lots of nostalgia. This is currently sat on the eShop for $39.99 on both Switch 1 and 2. And just a few days later, on December 8th, we get Skate Story, the ultra-stylish skateboarding adventure where you play as a glass demon skating through the underworld. You will chain over 70 tricks while exploring surreal, glowing landscapes full of rails, tunnels, and hostile spirits. The physics are weighty and satisfying, and the soundtrack is this hypnotic, atmospheric mix that elevates every moment. This one's all about flow, learning the movement, mastering combos, and soaking in the vibes while pushing deeper into the dreamlike layers of the underworld. I believe this game is only releasing on the Switch 2 and is currently listed at $17.99 on the eShop. And moving on to December 9th, we get Cozy Tiny Home, a super relaxing decorating game where you design cute, small rooms using tons of pastel furniture, plants, and decor. There's no pressure, no goals, just a soothing loop of arranging rooms and hanging out with little animal companions. Ideal for chill, handheld vibes. As far as I can see, this is only getting a Switch 1 release and is currently listed at £13.49 on the eShop. Also, on December 9th, we have a big one for some of you out there. Farming Simulator, the Signature Edition, lands on Switch 2 with over 400 licensed machines, huge maps inspired by North America, Europe and East Asia, and a ton of crops. It's your usual full sim farming experience, planting, harvesting, forestry, animals, production chains and logistics. The Switch 2 is going to be bringing a significantly improved performance with bigger fields and more on-screen detail, so you can sink even more time into this black hole. And the last release on December 9th. Surprisingly, looks like a great little game. A game about digging a hole. Yes, that's the title. A minimalist little indie game is exactly what it sounds like. You dig a hole, you dig down, collect resources, upgrade your shovel, and dig deeper. It's simple, calm, and it looks surprisingly addictive, and I genuinely think I'm probably going to have quite a lot of fun playing this. It's likely not going to be the longest experience, but it's listed at just £4.29 on the eShop and currently 10% off until the new year. So yeah, I'll be picking this one up. And moving on to the 10th of December, a release that came out of absolutely nowhere. Montezuma's Revenge, the 40th Anniversary Edition, is bringing a refreshed take on the classic platformer. This version adds 2.5D visuals over 100 rooms, tight timing-based platforming, and expanded ideas the original creator couldn't implement back in the 80s. A great pick for fans of old-school precision platformers. This is looking like it only has a Switch 1 release, and whilst previous versions of this game were great, at £13.49 on the eShop, it's probably a bit too pricey for me, but if you're a fan of these old school platformers, then yeah, get it on the wish list. And on December 11th, we also get another huge drop with Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, dropping on the Switch 2, a huge story-driven CRPG set in the grimdark universe. You're a rogue trader with near unlimited power to explore, conquer, or negotiate your way through the galaxy. Expect deep dialogue choices, branching storylines, tactical turn-based combat, and ship management between missions. All updates and expansions are included here, making this a massive portable RPG for the strategy fans. Also on December 11th is Dunjungle, a roguelite monkey mayhem game. You explore randomized jungle dungeons, rescue NPCs, merge elemental weapons, and battle corrupted creatures across a vibrant pixel art zone. Quick runs, fun combos, and satisfying long-term upgrades make it a solid indie pick. And December 12th is supposedly giving us Terminator 2 No Fate, a game that feels terminally pushed back and delayed. I must have mentioned this 3 or 4 times now in previous videos about how it's going to release soon, so don't get your hopes up. This retro-styled, side-scrolling action game follows Sarah Connor and the T-800 for iconic movie scenes and new future war missions. It's fast, arcadey, and loaded with branching paths and bonus modes. I won't say too much, because I'm not positive this is even going to release. Should it release, however, there is currently only a Switch 1 version, and it is currently listed for £24.99 on the eShop. And December 16th brings us another fast acrobatic platformer with roguelite runs, The Rogue Prince of Persia. The prince navigates shifting levels filled with traps, enemies, and parkour routes using wall runs, dodges, leaps, and a variety of melee and ranged weapons. Each run unlocks new medallions, gear, and perks to tweak your playstyle, and the Oasis Hub acts as your upgrade center after every death. I like that they're keeping the franchise going, and this looks flashy and stylish and super replayable. I'm not sure if I'll personally be picking it up because it's a genre that's been played to death, but if you're still game, it looks great. And finally, on the 18th of December, another game I'm looking forward to. Oppidium is a survival crafting adventure where you explore the mystical island of Insol. Build a base, gather resources, battle corrupted creatures, and team up in online co-op with up to 4 players. A special energy called Tami drives crafting and progression, and adjustable difficulties make it friendly for both casual and hardcore players. A nice slow burn survival option for the end of the month and year. It looks like there's just the Switch 1 version, and it's currently listed for £21.59 on the eShop, and it is 20% off until its release. And that's your full December 2025 lineup. 21 games across cozy indies, massive RPGs, chaotic brawlers, and long-awaited AAA releases. Let me know in the comments which one are you grabbing day one, and which ones are a wait for a sale pick. Just a quick side note, with the holidays approaching, I'm currently going to be pumping out as many videos as possible to hit my goal of 1,000 subs before the turn of the year. So if you find this useful or just enjoy the content, please make sure to sub and hit the like, it helps more than you know. But with that said, Thanks for watching, stay cozy, and I'll see you around.